Okay, I think we're starting. Hold on. Internet's a little wonky. Okay, perfect. We're starting here. Okay, let me get my Instagram started. All right. Here we go. Oh, I gotta flip the screen. Oopsies. Flip it, reverse it. All right, here we go. Waiting for the connection. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Well, hello. This is Coach Mel, joined by my wonderful dog, Ray. This is her right here. She clearly wanted to sit in my lap this morning. Oh, and with a beautiful paw, say hello. Everyone say hello. She wants to say hello to the DWL fam. Okay, go over here. You gotta go over here. I gotta talk now. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. Happy Tuesday, Dancers Who Lift fam. Um, sorry, she's just gonna. I guess I have a co-host today. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about being a professional dancer and really focusing on those body changes and talking about how being a professional dancer and having those body changes, weight gain, weight loss, being uncomfortable in your own skin when you really have to be comfortable in your skin to do your shows. So a little bit of backstory for myself, because I think I am a very, very versed person on this subject, because I have been told to tone up, lose weight multiple times throughout my career, because not that I was ever overweight for my body type, but again, the dance world, we are expected to look a certain way, to have those toned, athletic, lean bodies. Um, Especially pre-COVID, that was like the main thing. We had to have abs. We had to look skinny. We had to only eat 800 calories a day. That type of situation. So first time I ever heard it was when I was a senior in college and I had gone through my first love breakup. And I really didn't know what alcohol was until my senior year. And I had fun. I was really living my life because the relationship I was in was kind of controlling and it was long distance. So I did gain some weight with alcohol, and I was told my spring semester of my senior year, you need to lose weight. You've gained weight. You're not the same dancer you used to be. When in all reality, my weight didn't change my dancing. I was still a powerhouse of a dancer. I just had a little bit more weight to my body, to my frame. And the next time I was told to lose weight is when I went to a cruise ship audition in New York City. However, that time I was told to lose weight, I think I needed it at that point in my life, because at that point, I was just kind of working out. I didn't realize how important it was to give that kind of love to my body. Because again, growing up when I was younger, no one taught us how to eat right, how to fuel our bodies with the food, how to be doing strength training, cross training for our bodies. That cross training is smart as dancers, that it is possible, that it is actually going to help us dance better. It is going to help our turns, our leaps, our performance, our stamina. So that wasn't really brought to my attention until I was told from this casting director for a cruise line. And it really opened my eyes, and I was very grateful for that, because if it wasn't for that person, I don't know if I would be where I am today. So sadly, yes, someone did tell me to lose weight for a job. However, that specific instance skyrocketed me to so many multiple different opportunities. But again, that wasn't the last time I heard it. I heard it right before an opening night of a show, literally 2 hours. We had been in rehearsals for a week. They had all week to tell me to lose weight or to tone up. But nope, they decided to tell me literally 2 hours before we opened our show. So that was a huge mental toll on me. So what I'm trying to say is I'm a very versed person and a dancer who has been told multiple times, you need to lose weight, you need to lose weight. We're not going to hire you unless you look a certain way. We don't care about how talented you are. We don't care about how amazing you are to work with, or how personable you are, how professional you are, how versatile you are as a dancer. You don't look like this, so we're not going to hire you. So I have been there. Trust me, I have been there, and that mentality has stuck with me for my whole entire life. It still sticks with me today. So to say that I still have daily struggles on my body image as a professional dancer, every single day, no joke, every single day I deal with it. There are some days I don't even want to look at myself in the mirror because my body image is rough. Um, it's just very hard as a professional dancer, and as a professional dancer who sometimes my schedule does not allow me to go to the gym. Me going to the gym would actually not be a good thing because it's going to deteriorate my body, my energy. It's going to actually hurt myself and my body for the shows I need to be doing. So there, that was a whole nother thing that I had to wrap my mind around. Yes, I am not happy with the way I feel in my own skin. My body confidence is not there, but I can't force myself to go to the gym because I need to save my energy for the 12 shows I'm doing a week or the 20 shows I'm doing a week. You know, sometimes it's just not happening. And again, I had a live with Coach Kirsten in the beginning of the year, different seasons of life, you know, so we ebb and flow through those seasons of life. So right now I'm in a season where I can't really go to the gym and I don't feel that great about my body. However, I love my body and the vessel that I am in because it helps me do everything I can every day. I'm still able to do 20 shows a day. Yeah, I feel a little bit fluffy, but my body has gotten me through so much. I am dealing with a lot of personal issues right now. So every day I say, thank you, body. Thank you for making it through another day. I know it hasn't been easy. I know I haven't loved you as much as I should, but thank you for getting me through another day. I always say thank you to my calf because I did have a major calf injury last year. So I'm like, thank you, calf, for pulling through another day. Thank you, body. When was the last time you told your body thank you? Literally out loud. When was the last time you told your body thank you? I think thanking your body and giving your body that love is a whole big thing I could talk about. But that is one big thing that I feel being a professional dancer and dealing with body images, those ebbs and flows of good days and bad days. Even on those bad days, you still need to feel that love for your body because it is your vessel. This is the only body you're going to have for your whole entire life. So you really need to love it, whether you feel confident that day or not. So I know it's hard as a professional dancer, and as women. Sorry, men, I'm going to talk about women for a second. Being a woman, sorry, is so hard because we deal with hormones, we deal with periods, we deal with mood swings and everything else, and we deal with being bloated. We a whole week before our period, we have all these crazy cravings. We feel inflamed, our body feels inflamed, a little stuffy, and just like bloated. So our bodies go through so much menstruating, period. Every week we feel something different. So that's going to in turn play into how we feel about our bodies as well. So we have to take that into consideration. Again, growing up, no one taught me what it was going to feel like getting a period and what each week what I was going to feel like. Like this week you're going to feel great. And then this next week you're going to hit a low and we're really going to be in our feels. And then the week before your period, you're going to want to eat all these things. You're going to burn all this extra energy and you're going to feel bloated and you don't know why. And you're going to have to drink all this water to keep with that bloating and everything else. Like it's insane what our bodies go through menstruating and going through that period phase. Amber has taught me so much about that. And like, if it wasn't for her and like realizing what our bodies go through a whole entire period process, that whole month, every week is different. We're going to feel something different every week. So that in turn plays into, again, body confidence as a professional dancer. So that's my thought on the whole period phase. But there are days where I struggle, especially when your costumes aren't made to fit you. I am fortunate enough that some of the shows that I am in costumes are bought for us. They are bought for our specific bodies. Like, we don't all have the same costumes in some of our shows, but they're altered to our bodies, whatever. However, a couple of my other shows, we have to fit into these costumes because they've been in the company for 20 plus years. So it's like we have 8 of these. There's only 4 dancers, so we only have 8 to choose from. And yes, we get them altered to fix if needed, but like, again, we are fitting into someone else's. It's like, is this fit you? No. And again, that's hard because when you are putting on costumes that necessarily aren't made for your body, every body is different. So it's really hard. And that is also another mental struggle to deal with. But it is okay because you have to understand those costumes aren't made for your body. And if you are working with people who make you feel okay that your body is different, like, they shouldn't make you feel like bad for in taking, like, altering a costume because you have wider hips than most people, or your torso's shorter, or just different things we can't control. Like, for me personally, I have a wider rib cage just because the span of my ribs and like my upper body and my lats. So that means most dresses I have to fit my rib cage, and they won't fit my stomach area or my upper body, my boob area. But I hated that when I was younger because I didn't understand. Now I understand because our bodies are all different and we can't control how our bones are made, like how our like structure of our body is made. We can't change that. So it's also really great to be around people who are like, oh, like, this is your body type. That doesn't look good on your body type. Let's try another one and fix it to make it look good on your body. So I'm grateful to be around people and to work for people like that. They've never made me feel bad about my body, which is very hard in our industry because I know there are some places that make you feel bad for having a little bit more hips or being a little bit more curvy or looking like a woman. Like, I know that there are some places that make people feel bad for that, or you have to fit into the person who you're replacing. And if they were a stick, then sorry, you have to lose weight. Like that. It is what it is. But I am very lucky that currently, right now, I work for people who the costumes are made, either they are bought to look good for my body type because they are bought specifically for me, or we try to mix and match, and then we have our wardrobe person like make it work and make us feel confident. So that's my thought on like the whole costume situation. Next, I'm just going to talk about like mental and how to just like really deal with it emotionally and like by yourself. I know as dancers, as dancers, performers, entertainers, we are super self-critical. We are always looking at ourselves in a mirror. Just because we're going to dance classes, we had to look in the mirror to make sure we were correcting ourselves, make sure everything was in the right placement. Are we doing this the same? Like, are our arms in the same place as everyone else, you know? So we are so conditioned to look in the mirror and pick apart every single thing that we don't like. And it's really hard as a professional dancer to compare to the other people that are in your cast or the other people around you, or to compare to yourself to people on social media. My advice, especially the journey I have been going through the past couple of months, I've been going through a bit of a hormonal PCOS, women uterus type journey, and it has affected my body in ways that I did not think it would. And so I have personally been going through this journey of not really liking my body right now, because if you asked me in April, I felt the most confident I have felt in a really long time. I never picked apart anything I looked like in the mirror or in pictures, or I never compared myself to anyone else I was dancing with, or like, oh, I wish I looked like that, or I wish I had their legs, or I wish I could be 5 pounds skinnier, or I wish I didn't look like that, or I wish my arms didn't look like that. I was in a really, really good place in April, and it was nice because like I wasn't forcing myself to go to the gym. I was listening to my body. I was taking my rest days. And then I had a procedure done in May, and it threw my whole body into a huge whack, and I still have not recovered from that. I felt super bloated, and my whole body was inflamed for about a month, and like I could feel it, and it really affected my mental health. And I did not feel confident in my shows because I did not feel confident in my costumes. And it was a really hard journey for me, and I had a really hard time. I'm still having a hard time. Every day is a battle for me, but I have to understand and keep thinking that this is a body that is going to make me push through my shows. It's going to help me perform my shows. Like, no matter what, this body is going to help me do my shows. Whether I'm 5 pounds lighter or 5 pounds heavier, or whether I'm bloated because of what I ate the day before, or because I'm on my period, my body and my vessel are still going to perform at its top best, no matter what I look like. So I think it's very hard in this industry to really not compare and pick apart our bodies and everything else. And I know it is a daily struggle. It's a daily struggle, but you need to find those things that help you through those days. If you don't feel confident in a certain costume, and if there is something you can do to change, maybe talk to your wardrobe person or talk to your dance captain or someone and say, hey, this costume isn't fitting for me. Can we add something extra? I remember asking someone to add like an extra piece of elastic when I was having my bloating issues on a specific skirt. And honestly, it made it better because it actually made the skirt look better. But I remember feeling so bad asking for an extra piece of fabric. But we shouldn't. We shouldn't feel bad asking for what makes us confident, because ideally what's going to make us confident and putting on our what we're putting on our bodies is going to make us 10 times more confident on stage. So why not? What we should advocate for ourselves. So if you don't feel confident, and if it is something you can change, great. I know it's also hard going into a new place too, and not expecting, like, do I have to fit in someone else's costume, or like, are they going to expect me to look a certain way, or everything else. And I think it is just very hard, because I feel like we are going in a great direction with body positivity and body image and everything else. And I'm just seeing a very open, more welcoming response to just body positivity to people with all shapes and sizes of bodies. Because honestly, I would rather watch someone on stage who is confident in themselves, confident in what they're doing, a wonderful performer. I don't care what they're going to look like, as long as they're confident in themselves and they can hold their own. And like, I will snap and clap for that performer all day. I would rather watch a confident performer than a stick figure who is just giving me nothing. And I know that's kind of controversial, but like, that's where I'm at. So that's where I try to go when I have my bad days, I when I feel bad about myself. I'm like, you know what? It's just a feeling. What I probably feel is probably not what I look like as well. We always kind of feel our feelings way more than what other people see. I wish there was a way we could take our eyes out and see what we look like from the outside, because I know we always look so much more beautiful from the outside because we're not nitpicking ourselves. Like, I wish I could like take myself out of my body and look at myself and be like, wow, like, she is amazing. Like, there's probably, like, if I could take myself out and watch myself on stage, I probably wouldn't even comment on anything about my body. Probably not, to be quite honest. And because I would just be like, wow, she's a great performer. Like, look at her hold her own, and like, look how expressive she is. Our bodies and the way we look don't mean anything or correlate to anything we are as performers, as humans. Our bodies mean nothing. So it is very, very important to know that your body and the way you look, how much you weigh, what you look like, that means nothing to the performer you are. The person and the amazing human you are, that gives no weight. So it's just, I know it's hard, but I just wish a lot more people would just like talk about those bad days and being like, I'm not super confident, and be like, we all have those days. I guarantee you the person sitting next to you in the dressing room is having the same exact body conscious day as you. We all go through it. And I'm going to be honest, if you lose those 5 pounds, you're still going to find something that you're going to nitpick about. So those 5 pounds, really, or is that 5 pounds going to make you happy? If you lose that weight, you have to go into that like little mentality thing. Like, is losing weight really what's bothering me, or is not fitting into the clothes or into the costume what is the issue? So I'm really just, I feel very strongly about body image and being a professional dancer. Just know that like we fight through every day. There's some days I put my saloon girl costume on, and I have two buttons on my skirt, and my like bigger button is technically my lunch button. But recently I've been very bloated, and I've been having to use my lunch button all day. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm bloated again. And I'm like, no, this is just my body. This is how it is. This is how it is. Like because I'm bloated, that doesn't mean I'm gonna kick my face any less. Like I'm still gonna go out and kick my face, shake my skirt, sing my face off. Like I'm still gonna do it whether I'm bloated or not. So really, the way we feel about our bodies has no effect on who we are as performers and as humans. And I know it is a constant struggle and a constant battle we all deal with, but it's okay. It's okay to have bad days about your body, but it is not okay to sit there and dwell in those feelings and sit and nitpick and be like, I hate my body. I hate this. I hate that. I hate the way my arms flab. Everyone's arms flab. I'm sorry. Everyone's arms does this. They all do it. I'm sorry. But just know you are not alone. And maybe think of ways, like if there are ways, if you can't get to the gym, maybe if you're drinking a little bit too much alcohol, maybe pull back on that and see if that'll help. Or maybe you're not eating the right things to fuel your body, and the things you are eating aren't really sitting well with your stomach, and you're having a little bit of bloating issues. So my idea is to just really focus on that mental space and how you personally feel towards your body, and really maybe shift towards body love instead of nitpicking apart. Really, be that person. Be like, body, I love you. Say it out loud. I say it after every show. No joke. I say, thank you, body. I love you. Thank you for getting me through another show. Amen. Love you, body. Like, praise. Like, I don't know. But like talking to yourself and practicing that self-love to your body goes so far. I'm sorry, it goes so far. So maybe try talking to your body, saying thank you, like thank you for this great workout. Like we didn't want to be here today, but we pushed through it, and wow, I did a PR. Like we need to start giving love to our body. And then I don't know, maybe if there is some toxic work, eating habits, eating disorder talk going on, maybe take yourself out of it if that does trigger you. Like leave the dressing room, leave the conversation, or like put your earbuds in. Um, yeah, and so it's just hard. I know it's hard. We deal with a lot of things in the professional world, and I know I've talked about many different things through this whole thing, but I just want you to know that you are not alone. We all deal with body changes, body shifts, how we feel about our body. We love it one day, hate it the next. Just know that our bodies are made to fluctuate. Like our bodies are made to fight or flight. Like they're made to fluctuate. They're not going to be the same every single day. It's like you're going to wake up, feel different every single day. So just know that you are not alone. It is okay to not like your body for a day, but it is not okay to sit in those feelings. So really just enjoy life and give your love to your body. And I just, I know it's hard, but find those moments. And if you feel like you aren't being advocated for in a professional environment with wardrobe or with your costumes, or even just from your stage managers, or feeling like people are being rude about your body, speak up for yourself. We are in a time now where speaking up for yourself is so powerful. I mean, speak up for yourself in a professional way, but speak up for yourself. Be an advocate for yourself. Be like, hey, this costume isn't making me feel confident, and I feel like it is holding me back from being 100% on stage. Just speak up. Be like, this costume isn't really working for me. I know that I have bigger hips, so maybe something high-waisted will work, or everything else. And again, I know costumes are hard because 90% of the time we don't really get a say in what we wear. However, we can be an advocate for ourselves on how things fit us. and how people treat us, like costumers and wardrobe people. So that's just some tidbits of mine to talk about professional dancers dealing with body image. We all go through it. We all go through it. And my last tidbit of information, it is not okay to be in a toxic environment where people talk bad about your body constantly, or they talk about your body over your talent and be like, well, if you lose 15 pounds, you would be more talented. That is not okay. Just please know that that is very toxic and not okay. And if people nitpick your body out of their insecurities, but in a workplace, nope, that is not okay. That'll be another live that I will talk about coming up next month. But again, I hope you enjoyed this live talking about how to deal with body changes as a professional dancer, dealing with those costume issues. But just give your body some love today. You know what? We're going to do it together. I'm just going to give myself a big hug and say, I love myself. Body, thank you for everything you have given me and everything you continue to help me do every day. I love myself. Yes, love myself. We love ourselves. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Thank you for chatting with me or sitting here while I chat with you guys. Have a great Tuesday, and I'll see you next time. Sending you all some love. Have a good day. Bye.